Hey, how you doing? How everybody doing? My name is Rayshad Williams, and I am a junior here at Texas Tech University. I am a student athlete. I play football, and I'm going to start off by explaining my personal narrative project today. One of my majors going into it as of right now it is history, but my major going on forward is going to be business. I'm going to change it eventually to business, and my concentration is pretty much just entrepreneurship and dentistry. Um, so, going to dive straight into the definition of what I believe integrative learning is. With starting off, though, I'm going to first start off with just explaining what the book has to say about integrative learning and actually what integrative learning is. In my book and in my word, first I want to apologize about the lighting. I don't have any lighting here, so I have to use the lights for the room. But according to the book, integrative learning is when the student can bring together concepts, methods, or languages from two or more disciplines or establish areas of expertise in order to explain a phenomenon, solve a problem, create a product, or raise a new question. And basically, what I took from that is being an integrative learning, in my own words, would be a person that is able to attain and refer to different types of knowledges through many experiences to solve complex problems. Um, so, basically, what I thought of it was, and how it's beneficial, is because it allows a person to use and see many different viewpoints of issues stated, giving a union of study and life. Also, not only does it provide for the common knowledge of different perspectives, but it also helps with learning and how to evaluate these perspectives. It gives them the ability to weave together your educational, personal, and professional experiences. With having these abilities, it helps them to become very valuable to society with things becoming more and more complex. They help with using more, it helps them bring and use multiple perspectives in to solve or to better understand each situation, which is very essential in really with anything, dealing with life or dealing with, you could say racism, or you could say even in a job or in a company place or somewhere. It's always valuable to have an integrative learner, because that person right there is able to see things that other people can't see, or they are good listeners. They're able to get information from different people in different which ways and bring all those thoughts and ideas together in one, just to solve the problem that's at hand, or the situation that they have going on, which is very, very, very essential with being successful in actually making and having a business, or making it and understanding the world, because there's a lot of people out here that's, one-minded, one-sided, don't really understand things from different viewpoints, because they haven't been taught that, or they don't have that skill, that ability to do so. So, I believe that it's very important, that we have people who are integrative learners, and how they process and get information in and bring it all in together. Um, Next, I'm going to go into my history, just a little bit about myself and me kind of thinking of myself as an integrated learning and what I read about the Basins article. So, going into my 11th grade year of high school, it was when I came to the realization of my life that I had to figure out what I wanted in life for myself. It was times where I would enter this stage of depression, get down on myself, because mentally I was not where I wanted to be in life, and I always had this dream, and I always watched, and it was something that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to play football and end up playing sports at the highest level possible. I was about to going into my senior year, um, and I had to have talks and with my coach, my family, mentors, friends, everybody was around me about what my next steps in life was going to be. I had zero offers at the time. I was in a predicament to where I was going to get everything on my own. That's what I felt like. Coming from, I went to a dominant black school. It was also a public school. So, and I was located in Memphis, Tennessee. And that just kind of made my situation a little bit more difficult because, coming where I come from, not very many people, or not very many black people to be more specific, make it out, or they have a way, to be more successful in life. I come from it was a kind of a poor area, not very many influences and things that was going on around in the area. We did have a good football team, and it was a few guys that made it to school through football, but for the most part, it was something that it wasn't a big factor, So finally, I had to look at my situation from multiple perspectives. I had to figure out, I heard his perspective, my mom's perspective, my family, my friend's perspective. Everybody knew I had what it takes to do what it do, but it took for me to willingly, in myself and in my soul, to get the grind and the effort to actually want to accomplish this goal. So one thing I had to do, one of the major things that I had to do was get closer with my coach, build a relationship, hear what he has to say, because in many terms, coaches have already been through what I've been through, already have the experience and the perspective of what it takes to actually be there. So I had to look into their perspective and listen to what they had to say, and even some family members that I got that has played college or, beyond that. So I decided, we decided to start going to various football camps and college visits and do a lot of training. And it helped me accomplish all the goals that I really wanted to do in life. By the end of my senior year, I had multiple offers, and I was able to make it to school for free, because I knew that my parents wasn't going to be able to actually pay for me to go to school. So it actually helped me a lot, being able to get to school in for free and get the scholarship that I needed, and understand everybody's viewpoints and take them into consideration for my success. As of right now, my life is actually getting back on track from my other situation in my other school. I'm a transfer from the University of California, Los Angeles, and I had to choose which school I chose after I had my senior year. And I was there for about 2 years playing football, and I went through a situation that changed my perspective of life, But now I am attending Texas Tech University, and I'm working towards my degree in business. I also want to do dental school and receive all of my certifications and becoming a full-time dentist. After making an impact on the field and going to the league, I plan on motivating all of my young black friends and black young athletes that there's a way out of their situation. Let them know that the streets is not the only option for them, but they have to do their part and put the work in for every bit of accomplishment that they want. So that's one of my impacts and things I want to do in life. Next is to help the poor families who cannot have access to a dentist in their community and have a way to get their teeth done. I want to eventually start my own business with a dental company, be able to provide for the community which I am taking as a way of giving back. The reason I ended up in the university studies program was because when I arrived here for classes, I explained that I wanted to do something with business, dental. I didn't have all my right credits. I didn't have a good enough GPA to jump into the field, so I had to start off here in order to build up towards it in the university studies program. And eventually I would change my major, as I explained before, to business, and I would get that on track. And after school, depending on the league or not, or even during the league, I'm going to do dental school, so I'm able to accomplish, my next major dream and get a career set for me and not depend on strictly football. Next is the connection. The things that kind of helped me weave all of the discontinuous experiences and stories together was me acquiring the basic knowledge to life. I had to understand what life truly meant and what it took to actually be successful in life. I had to know that I am always going to be picked last in life because I am an African American male in this American society. I noticed that I couldn't be lacking in no area of the field personally and educationally. I always have to put in work or extra work in whatever I do, and mainly because I knew my move was being watched. My every move was being watched. It was up to me through my experiences being in the situation I was in before, and knowing that a place that I didn't want to be, and knowing that was a place that I didn't want to be in. I made all of these connections and had to do what was best for me, and it required me starting over from the beginning. The way I created continuity and this was just sticking and staying down to the plan I've always had, even through the tough times with me wanting to quit and just find something else to do, because football is also very hard, and I went through some tough times, whether it was not playing or not playing enough, things of that sort. I had to realize that it was up to me to wake up and realize that I couldn't give up on my dreams. I had to see all the perspectives as if I was letting my coach, my family, and everybody who was depending on me down in the process. I realized that it was time for me to go harder and put in the extra work in order to accomplish these dreams, and it was important for me to get my life on track and put everything that I had on the line for the mission. So that's what kept me going through the discontinuous times, kept me striving and pushing forward to better myself as a person, not only because that was the only thing holding me back, was me not putting in enough effort educationally and personally. And now I know, it's that time to actually do it. And thank you for tuning in to my video, and thank you.